Welcome back to the FlairBar.com show. We're behind the Flair Bar with one of South Africa's finest, Travis Kuhn. Travis, how you doing, buddy?
Good, man. Good to have you.
Awesome. I was talking about cocktails earlier. I'm dying for a cocktail. What do you have for us today? I'm
going to make something called Madiba's Magic.
What does that mean, Madiba's Magic to you?
Madiba, okay, so very quickly, obviously because I'm South African, Madiba is Nelson Mandela. That's the name that we call him. Madiba is a shortened name. So obviously if I'm going to make a drink now, I have to think of a name. I'm going to think of who's the most famous South African who ever lived, and that's him. So, and he had something called Madiba's Magic because he, like, when they released him from jail, not to get super heavy or anything, but when they released him from jail, he was involved in a couple of highly publicized sporting tournaments. One of them was the Rugby World Cup. Rugby is like a sport that we are fanatical about. Anyway, it was held in South Africa in 1995, and he ended up coming out when we were in the final against New Zealand, the New Zealand All Blacks. He came out wearing the rugby jersey of the captain, which was Francois Pienaar. It was like this jersey, and he had the number 6 on. We ended up winning the game, and ever since then, it was like the magic of Madiba, like, you know, because he did it again.
Good luck charm.
Yeah, he did it again in the next one, and we had a soccer tournament there, the African Cup of Nations, and we ended up winning that the year after. And again, he came out now this time in another shirt, in the soccer shirt that we have. We ended up winning that. So it was almost like, you know, he comes, he wears a shirt, we win.
Nice.
It's like the magic, you know.
Well, cool. Well, walk us through the cocktail. How are we going to make this?
Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is there's 4 easy ways to make a drink, and there's always a base, mixer, modifier, and solid. So the base, we're going to go for Ketel 1 vodka, beautiful spirits. And the only reason I'm going for vodka here is just because I need something pretty neutral. You know, I mean, I was thinking of going for Maker's Mark, but I think that may be too much flavor there because of the fact that it's a bourbon. So we'll go for something neutral. Ketel 1 vodka will be our base. And then, I saw something pretty interesting. A lot of the stuff we don't get back home, and this, sort of pumpkin puree looks pretty awesome to me. And I know that it's pretty big in coffee houses, like Starbucks and things like that. And I've made a drink like this before, very, very similar, where it's like sort of spice and pumpkin, and it goes really, really well together. So another ingredient I've never seen before either is this really, really spicy bitters over here. So I'm going to use the spice of the bitters and the pumpkin puree to create some sort of spicy pumpkin sort of mix, and then we're going to balance it off with some sour elements. So I've got some freshly squeezed or pressed lemon juice, and then we'll use the finest cord as well. We'll shake it up and we'll strain it into this beautiful little tumbler over here over some fresh ice.
Cool, we'll go for it.
Absolutely. Boom. Okay, so just get some ice in there. This is a beautiful drink. Not too much. So I'll add the ice to that a little bit later. First thing I want to do is now, so ice in there, that's going to go in there, but I'm going to make the drinks in here so that if I make a mistake or whatever, I don't have to sift through all this ice and stuff. Okay, so help me out, Chad. This is ounces. Mm-hmm. If I wanted 40 mils, how many ounces
that would
is
be
that?
Like an ounce and a quarter, right? So right between those two.
Okay, cool. Sorry, because we don't operate on this sort of, we operate on the metric system, like
everybody else in the world.
Yeah, no. It's like Americans and their World Series. You know what I mean? It's not really the World Series. It's just like a series for American people.
Okay. Celsius.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got a couple of dashes of that spicy bitters over there, which is looking pretty good. Okay, so hit me with 30 mils. That's like 1 ounce, eh?
Yep. Perfect.
Great stuff. Cool. Now, another reason why I added this is just so I can give some length, because I get the impression that this will be quite thick being a puree. So I don't want it to be stuck too much, especially if you're going to fine strain this sort of thing.
Nice.
Good stuff. Cool. Now I'm just going to get some of that out. Sorry, this might make a bit of a mess. Beautiful.
We have people that clean this. Don't worry about it.
Oh, is it? Do I get a bar back?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to use a hole in me. Why not? And I don't want to make it too sour, so I'll just add a little bit more on me. A little bit more of that.
Perfect.
Because sour drinks, no, they just don't go down that well. Sweet drinks as well, by the way. It is important that you get a good balance between sweet and sour. Otherwise.
Key to a good cocktail is the balance.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, how does it go? It's like strong, weak, sour, sweet.
Yep.
To get them.
For it actually tastes great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very interesting shake.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that yet.
It's like a reverse. It's like a washing machine,
Yeah.
I don't know why I do that. It seems so much more
Natural.
Yeah. To me.
One of the best shakes I've ever seen in the world was actually done by a guy named Robbie Flair. But I don't think anyone could recreate that shake.
Yeah. I've seen some funky shakes as well. I worked at a bar with this like ridiculous, he was like a porn star almost. I loved this. He loved himself, and he used to shake all these drinks sort of like this kind of showing off of his guns. But
so anyways, the bathroom's that way, the tip bucket's over here.
It just looked like a total spaz, but hey, he used to be his own. Good stuff. Okay, we can garnish this with some zest because ever since I discovered the natural oils inside the citrus fruits, it seems to me like it's the only garnish I can put on any drink these days. I remember when I first started bartending, it was like pineapple with the skewer, with the cherry and the leaf and everything, and then it was just all of a sudden so simple. And then obviously this aids in the aroma, which is highly important to a drink as well, because you don't need to drink with your mouth, you drink with your nose. A little bit of a rim, and that's what I call Madiba's magic.
Take a sip of that. Oh, there's magic in that glass, my friend. Travis Kuhn, well done, brother. Thanks again.
Rob.
Great seeing you.
Thanks for having me, man.
And we'll be back right after this.